What defines greatness in the National Football League? Is it a single, miraculous season that captures the imagination of the world?
The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59.
Or is it the sheer, relentless accumulation of statistics and records over a decade? For the city of Cincinnati and football fans everywhere, the answer to these questions is being written play by number 9. Joe Burrow did not just change a football team. He transformed an entire city's identity from a symbol of defeat into a beacon of belief.
Joe taking off. Oh, he's got a ton of room. He's hit for the touchdown.
Joe Burrow's story is not just about football. It is about resilience, patience, and proving doubters wrong at every stage. Thanks for joining us on Stay Curious YT. Let's begin. Joe Burrow was born in 1996 in Ames, Iowa, into a football family. His father, Jim Burrow, was a longtime assistant coach at Ohio University, and his mother, Robin Burrow, was a nurse and an accountant. So, Joe was surrounded by sports and education from early on. As a kid, Joe was not the biggest or fastest athlete, but he was always calm, smart, and mentally tough. That ability to stay cool under pressure became his signature trait. At the age of 14, Joe Burrow began his high school career at Athens High School. At Athens High School, he shattered records, throwing for over 11,000 yards and more than 150 touchdowns. He was named Mr. Football in Ohio in 2014. Yet, despite those numbers and awards, Burrow was not highly recruited by the nation's top programs. Some scouts questioned his arm strength, others his speed. Eventually, Burrow joined Ohio State University in 2015. But there, things did not go as planned. For 3 seasons, he sat behind J.T. Barrett and then Dwayne Haskins, rarely seeing the field. The program was loaded with talent, and Burrow could not climb the depth chart. Then in 2018, Joe Burrow made a decision that became explosive fuel for his success and lifted him to great heights. That decision was his transfer to Louisiana State University. At LSU, Burrow's first season in 2018 was good, but not extraordinary. Then, in 2019, Burrow delivered one of the greatest single seasons in college football history. He threw for over 5,600 yards and 60 touchdowns, setting records that seemed untouchable. LSU crushed every opponent, and Joe ended it all by beating Clemson and winning the Heisman Trophy in record-breaking fashion.
The 2019 winner of the Heisman Memorial Trophy is Joe Burrow.
The kid once ignored at Ohio State was now a college football legend, and the NFL was watching closely. Then in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals selected Joe Burrow as the #1 overall pick.
The first pick in the 2020 Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, LSU.
Burrow's rookie season started with excitement, but was cut short by heartbreak. In Week 11 against Washington, he suffered a devastating knee injury. Many wondered, would this setback derail his promise before it even truly began? But Burrow responded with the same toughness that defined him since college. He attacked rehab and returned stronger for the 2021 season. That 2021 season was magical. The Bengals, led by Joe, finished the season with 10 wins and 7 losses, and their first playoff win in 31 years. Suddenly, the Bengals were in the Super Bowl for the first time since the 1980s. Though they lost to the Los Angeles Rams in a close game, Joe had proved he was more than just hype. He was the real deal. Then the 2022 season showed that Cincinnati's rise was not a fluke. Joe Burrow beat Mahomes and the Chiefs in the regular season, earning the nickname Joe Cool for his calm under pressure. The Bengals reached the AFC Championship for a second straight year, but this time Mahomes and the Chiefs got revenge. The rivalry between the two quarterbacks was quickly becoming one of the defining stories of the NFL. Would Burrow find a way to stay one step ahead, or would Mahomes always be the obstacle in his path? Then came 2023, a season that tested Burrow's resilience once again. Early in training camp, he suffered a calf injury that slowed his start. Even so, he fought through it and led the Bengals back into playoff contention. But in Week 11 against the Baltimore Ravens, disaster struck. Burrow tore a ligament in his wrist, ending his season. The Bengals' hopes ended with him, and a dark new question emerged. Were injuries destined to define his career? Heading into 2024, Joe Burrow came back with one goal: prove the doubters wrong. The Bengals gave him better protection, and with a healthy offense, Burrow showed flashes of the superstar quarterback. He did not let the past injuries define him. Instead, he reminded everyone that he can still lead the Bengals into the fight for the playoffs.
24 NFL Comeback Player of the Year is Joe Burrow.
Financially, Burrow is set as the franchise quarterback of the Bengals. In 2023, he signed a record-breaking 5-year, $275 million contract, making him the highest-paid player in the NFL at the time. Endorsements have followed, with brands recognizing not just his talent, but his image as a calm and collected competitor. Still, unlike some athletes, Burrow remains more focused on football than building a flashy business empire. Off the field, Burrow has also made his mark. He is known for his humility and focus, rarely chasing the spotlight. Yet, he has used his platform for causes he cares about, including fighting childhood hunger and supporting local communities in Ohio and Cincinnati. As of now, the story of Joe Burrow is still unfolding. While Mahomes continues to dominate headlines, Burrow has carved his own path as a leader who thrives under pressure. From national championship glory to Super Bowl heartbreak, from injuries to comebacks, his story has already inspired millions. His next challenge is the one that will define his legacy: winning that elusive Super Bowl. If he can do that, his place among the all-time greats will be undeniable. So now the question is for you. Do you believe Joe Burrow will lead the Bengals to a Super Bowl victory in the coming years? Or will his story be one of resilience, injuries, and heartbreaking near misses? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay thoughtful,